Could you actually keep a Mosasaurus in captivity? Because today, we already keep animals the size of buses, whale sharks, orcas, creatures that once seemed impossible. So the real question is, could we do the same with a 17-meter prehistoric ocean predator? Well, technically no, they're extinct. But let's say you invent time travel over the weekend and bring one back from 66 million years ago. Now first, Mosasaurus isn't just one animal. It's an entire group of marine reptiles, actually more closely related to snakes than dinosaurs. But if we're doing this, we're picking the coolest one. We're picking the biggest because size matters. Mosasaurus hoffmanni. 14 to 17 meters long, 10 metric tons, built like a living torpedo. Jaws packed with crushing teeth designed not just for fish, but for other predators, sharks, even other mosasaurs. Fossils show they fought each other. So yeah, this isn't a pet. This is a 50-foot apex predator. Could we keep one today? What would it take? Compare it to something we can keep, whale sharks. Only a few aquariums on Earth have ever managed it, with tanks holding millions of gallons of water, such as the Georgia Aquarium or Chimlong Ocean Kingdom. Even then, it took years to figure out. But there's a key difference. A whale shark is basically a giant vacuum, slowly filtering plankton. A mosasaur is the opposite, a high-speed predator that needs to chase, attack, and kill large prey. That difference changes everything. To keep a mosasaur alive, you wouldn't build a tank, you'd have to build an ocean, kilometers wide, with depth, currents, and entire food chains just to sustain it. And this is where current technology completely breaks. We simply cannot maintain a stable, self-sustaining ocean ecosystem at that scale. Then comes life support. Not aquarium filters, but ocean-scale systems, continuous seawater exchange, massive oxygenation, waste processing at an insane level, temperature layers like the real warmer prehistoric oceans. And then there's containment. This isn't a gentle giant, it's a predator. You'd need reinforced barriers, remote systems, full emergency protocols, and feeding it alone would be a nightmare. A predator this size would need massive amounts of meat every single day, likely equivalent to large fish and/or marine reptiles. You couldn't just throw food in, it wants to hunt, meaning you'd have to constantly stock and manage live animals just to keep it fed. At that point, it stops being an aquarium and starts becoming a piece of ocean. The cost would easily reach tens of billions. And even if you develop the technology to build all that, there's another problem. We don't fully understand mosasaurs. We don't know if they needed to be stimulated, the kind of illnesses they could have, or anything about their behavior. So just like with the whale sharks of today, it'll be a lot of trial and error, and lots of dead mosasaurs before we figure it out. But let's say you're determined. You somehow gather the world's resources and actually build all of this. You open the viewing gallery. People travel from all across the world, walk in excited, and see just water. That's it. Endless blue water. Because the enclosure is so massive, the mosasaur is just somewhere out there. Jurassic World evolution players already know this. Congratulations, you spent billions to build an ocean, and your main attraction is missing. Explain that to the investors. So, even if we could do it, the real question is whether we should. Even today, animals we understand struggle in captivity. Orcas show stress, great white sharks rarely survive, and even whale sharks are incredibly difficult to maintain. A mosasaur would be more dangerous, more demanding, and far less understood. So, could we keep a mosasaurus? With today's technology, no. And even with future technology, by the time you succeed, you didn't build an aquarium, you built an ocean. But man, if we did, it'll be so freaking cool.